Hello guys and welcome back to the Dungeon Forge. My name is Imperator and for today we are going to be covering a Titanic figure from Dungeons and Dragons, considered by collectors to be the gem or the Grail in Dungeons and Dragons minis. This is the Colossal Red Dragon. Now, this figure was released back way in the early 2000s, 2006, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, it was going for around $80, give or take. Nowadays, though, if you are going to be looking to buy one, expect to be paying somewhere around in between $300 to $600 in range. $300 on the lower side if you're going to be looking for an out-of-box figure, 600 at most for those still sealed. Now, this was released as a limited edition, so they are hard to come by, but I think you can find some of them or a few selling their figures in eBay. So this is actually a second figure in the Dungeons and Dragons miniature icons. First one was the Black Dragon, or the Gargantuan Black Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. But this one is arguably, I think, still one of the biggest figures that they've generated for D&D. In regards to the dragon itself, it comes in painted, so no need to worry about painting this one for yourself. Fully assembled, basically ready to be played in tabletop once you have the figure in. The flame itself that you see on the dragon, it's actually a removable flame. If you want your dragon to be, to have no flames, find that more intimidating, you can put it in or you can remove it. I'll show you that in a sec. I'll be removing the flame for your reference. Okay, so this is me just showing you how to remove the flame piece that you see in the dragon. It just takes a bit of wiggling, but you can remove it, no issue. In regards to the dragon itself, that's the only part that's actually detachable. It's one solid piece. It's attached to the base as well, so you can't really remove it from the base. But otherwise, it's good figure. So here's some more close-up shots of the back of the dragon, just for your reference, as you can see it clearly. Don't mind the Titan in the back. It's just there for aesthetic purposes. But yeah, the details of the dragon are quite striking. It's very well done, considering that this figure is just over or just under 20 years old, give or take. You can really see the craftsmanship of it. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I got this one as is. There is no box included in it, but normally if you do get like the figure, or if you have purchased the figure officially way back, it does not only come with the dragon, but it also would come in with a double-sided stat card. There's even a playable encounter that you can set up, as well as a full color poster map that your friends and you could use if you're gonna be having a dragon encounter on your D&D games. Now again, this figure is one of the biggest figures that they've had. I think there are some figures on the Icons line or the new Dungeons and Dragons line that could compete. The Gargantuan Tiamat and the Tarrasque, the Gargantuan Tarrasque as well. In terms of size, they could compete with the figure, but overall, this is still, again, one of the biggest that D&D has ever produced. Maybe in the future they might produce other big figures, but for now this thing is like a gold standard as to how big a mini could be. I'll show you some size comparisons as well later on in the video, just so you can have a reference. Don't have other D&D minis yet available, but I'll be showing you some of the size comparisons for the models that I do have out. And yeah, some additional info as well in regards to the figure. The design of the dragon, the overall art and design of it, was actually based on drawings of dragons by Todd Lockwood. Amazing artist. He's done a lot of fantasy artwork, so you can check it out if you want to see the reference, because the design of the dragon is very nice, intimidating and whatnot. Okay guys, so we're now going to be doing some size comparisons for the figures. First up is going to be the regular Imperial Knight Paladin. The dragon is way bigger than it, obviously, if you can see. But the next knight that we are going to be featuring is somewhat equal in size. That's going to be the Acastus Knight, so you can see it in the picture. This one is, he's still bigger, the dragon still is, but the knight is thicker than him. But otherwise, the dragon still takes the height category. Now for the Warlord Titan, that's an entirely different thing. This thing is just huge all around, so can't really compare it to the dragon. Although for the other titans, maybe the Reaver and the Warhound be able to pack a punch. Okay guys, so that's actually about it. Just wanted to showcase this figure, or this amazing figure that I have for the Colossal Red Dragon. Definitely a gem. One of the most beautiful D&D figures that I've seen, and the fact that this was created way back in 2007 and it still holds up in terms of design and whatnot today is just, definitely speaks of how good the model is. Again, same as before, I am going to be featuring other models to this channel. Next feature is going to be Warhammer again. It's going to be with the Knight. So yeah, that's actually about it. Once again guys, thank you. You have a good day, and please like and subscribe.